Hello everyone, how are we doing? Welcome back to another episode of my Crybaby Whims Legacy Challenge. This is episode 5. We're here with Jasmine this morning, who is doing a pregnancy test from the night before. She and Dominic woohooed in attempts to hopefully have another baby. So let's press play and see if she's pregnant. So she's just actually taking the test now. We'll have to wait and see if it is positive. She doesn't look too happy. Oh no, she's not pregnant again? She's done a few tests now and she's not getting pregnant. So I wonder if she's got low fertility. I'll have to have a look into it. But anyway, it is the morning after we left off. In the last episode, little Alexis aged up into the cutest toddler. I have given her room a decoration finally. I'll switch the light on so you can actually see. It is very white, yellow, and splashes of pink. So it's really, really cute. I love it. I did also take some family photos. I've put those up on the wall as well. Oh, I love this little bit over here, and she's got a doll house and a bookshelf, and I think it's a really cute room. I really like it. I hope you'll like it too. But yes, here she is asleep at the moment. I'm going to let her sleep with the lights back off. We're going to turn the lights back off. Jasmine is doing okay. She was feeling a little bit dazed from not getting pregnant, basically. So why don't we come and serve some breakfast? And of course, Dominic is coming to get some food. He's getting a pie. He's getting chocolate pie when we've not even cooked yet. Okay, Dominic, they never want to eat together. It's very bizarre. But also, the other family photos I took. This was another one, which, just adorable. And then upstairs in their bedroom, this is the same one that is in Alexis's room. But we also have just this normal family portrait. And I just thought it was cute. So yeah, Jasmine is just cooking some food for everyone now. Alexis will wake up and grab some food. We don't have a high chair. I should probably get one. I don't really like using high chairs, but it feels like it is the sort of thing that Jasmine would want. So I will put a high chair there for her. Or should we get another colour actually? This one fits a bit nicer. So I've got that one, and we will feed Alexis in the high chair. I don't know how often I'll do it because it does drive me insane. And especially if we're planning on having another baby, I can't deal with more than one child and a toddler in a high chair. It's too much effort. But yeah, Alexis is still asleep at the moment. She is starting to get a bit hungry, but that is fine. We will wake her up and get her some breakfast. Dominic, how are you doing today? You're outside. You ate your breakfast outside for some reason. You really didn't want to eat inside today, did you? He's gonna go have a dance. He has got work in 2 hours and he just needs to get his charisma skill up. I don't think we're going to have time. Yeah, he's got work in an hour. I don't think we're going to have time to try for a baby before he has to go to work. So I guess we'll try again tonight. Alexis has just woken up and she's really angry because she's so hungry, bless her. But Jasmine is here to pick her up and come and put her in her high chair now. So we're going to come put her over here. I have got the mod where you can disable pickup. So once we put her in the high chair, I'm going to disable the pickup straight away because otherwise she will keep trying to get her in an hour and it would just be pure chaos. So we will come and put Alexis in her high chair so she can have some breakfast. Thomas, oh my gosh, I can't get the names right. Dominic, you need to go to work. You've been spending too much time practicing your speech. You're you're almost an hour late. Jasmine is just having a chat with Alexis this morning. It's super cute. For her aspiration, we need to actually read to a child for 2 hours and socialise with the child for 10 times. So we're going to get that quite easily. I need to make sure we've actually got some children's books. Yeah, we don't actually own any, so let's purchase a few toddler books. Let's get When is Winter, Squares and You, and Princess Plumbob's Castle. So we've got a few books that we can read to Alexis. And now she has finished, we're going to pick her up. And does she need a bath today? No, she's okay. We will change her clothes though. And we will pop her in. We'll teach her how to potty. So we'll come upstairs. She's got a potty over here. Jasmine does actually have a few jobs to do around the house today as well. So we will leave Alexis to kind of play by herself. while Jasmine gets some jobs done. Interestingly though, we haven't actually heard from Thomas since we woohooed with him, was it 2 nights ago now? So we haven't actually heard from him at all. We've not reached out to him. So I would be interested to see if Thomas calls us, reaches out to us, wants to have a chat with us, or if it will be Jasmine who makes the next move. I'm not really planning anything at the moment because we are still in quite a we're in a fairly positive state with Dominic. As I said in the last episode, obviously Jasmine is questioning a lot of things. She does get frustrated with Dominic a couple of times, nothing too serious, but like little things. And she has begun to question like why their relationship started. Did she ever actually truly love him, or was it just kind of a friendship and a convenience thing? So she is questioning a few things, but she's not like given up at all. Like no way is she given up on Dominic yet. So she's not completely like given her heart over to Thomas yet, but she is still unsure. So I'm thinking we've got to see what Thomas does, and that will depend how Jasmine will react, how she's gonna kind of play her cards, I guess. Alexis has taken herself over here to put some makeup on. I adore it when the toddlers do this. They always look so funny. Oh my goodness, look at her face. Doesn't she look stunning? This will never, ever, ever get old. Alexis is making a mess again. Jasmine is just coming upstairs to actually watch her, and she's going to walk in and spot her making a mess. So she's going to need to come and tell her to not do this. We're just going to be calm with her and ask her not to make a mess anymore, and we'll have to clean it all up. You can make a mess on your face, my love, but you can't make a mess on the floor, okay? But she has increased her imagination to level 2. But yes, Jasmine has actually completed all of her jobs for now. So why doesn't she come and actually read to Alexis? Why don't we read When is Winter? Jasmine is reading to Alexis. Alexis is sat on the bed, so Jasmine can sit on the chair, and it's super, super adorable. And this is going to help Alexis with her imagination, which is already at level 2, which is incredible. It's from all the messes she makes. And Jasmine is helping her parenting skill as well, which is something we will need to max eventually. So the more we can do, the better. Oh my goodness. I am shocked. Okay, so Kieran, who is Jasmine's father, has just called Dominic and said, "Hey champ, so get this, I have a cool business idea. This is going to be the big one, but I just need a few more simoleons to get it off the ground, like 1,000 simoleons. Do you think you can help a buddy out? You'll get it all back and then some, I swear." This is really interesting because obviously Kieran is like super rich. He's the reason we've got this house and the money we have. So the money that we're giving him is technically his money. And he's in the business career. So it's just like, is this some sketchy business idea? Because why would he not go to one of his actual investors? He is like top investor. So why is he not going to others that he knows in the branch? It just seems like he wants a side business that's not completely okay, and he's going to Dominic because he kind of feels like he's got that power over him. Kieran's not a nice guy. We all know Kieran's not a nice guy. So Kieran knows that the only reason Dominic has this job is because of him. So he's kind of like asking him, but it's kind of like less of an ask and more of a, you need to give me this money. So Dominic is going to feel like he has to give the money because he's got this over him. I can't believe that. Thanks Dominic. I can always count on you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dominic is actually home from work now. I just can't believe that because normally you get those investor things from random like NPCs and it starts off with 1 simoleon and then it builds up. But that was his father-in-law and straight in with 1,000 simoleons, which is going to make things like really tense and really awkward. Like, is Dominic going to tell Jasmine that he's kind of helping her dad with some potentially sketchy business? Or is this going to be like a secret? I don't know, that's really interesting. But Dominic has come to say hi to Alexis, who's come to pick her up and hold her. Say hi, how have you been? He's not seen her all day. Why don't you give her a bit of a snuggle? And look at them. He's like, oh, I've missed you, baby. So why don't you brighten her day a little bit as well? So for the first time, we are finally having a full family dinner. It was quite orchestrated. I had to make sure we had the placemats set up, and I kept Alexis's food away until these two sat down. But we've actually finally got our dinner and she's eaten it all already, which is amazing. So she's just going to have a bit of a chat with her parents. She's going to, well, she can't actually talk, so we're just going to end up babbling, I think. But why don't we have a chat with Dominic as well, maybe express some fondness, and he is probably still feeling a little bit tense. Yeah, so he's not even, they didn't even get to speak. Okay, so why don't we just let Alexis out. So Dominic is putting Alexis to bed. He is going to read her a story. I don't know if this is going to count as a part of his aspiration, but hopefully it will. But he is reading her to sleep as she is pretty tired. I know she needs the toilet and she's a bit stinky, but she'll just use her nappy and we'll bathe her in the morning. But then once Alexis has gone to sleep, Jasmine and Dominic need to have a bit of a chat. And I think we are going to try for a baby one more time. And then if we are still not pregnant in the morning, I'm going to have Jasmine do a fertility test and see if there's a way that we can kind of increase her chances, because she's tried for a baby a couple of times now. Jasmine has come over to have a chat with Dominic. We are going to ask him about his day, ask him how work was. He's not going to tell her about the sketchy business offer from her dad. He's going to keep that a secret. And we're going to have a bit of a deep conversation, be like, look, we've tried for a baby a couple of times and I'm still not pregnant, and it took us a couple of tries with Alexis as well. So we'll try one more time, but if there's still issues, I think I might go and test my fertility, because it's taking a little while to get pregnant and I want to make sure that we can have more kids. I know we both want to, and I want to know if I'm the problem and if there's anything we can do to kind of help that. So now she's kind of flirting with him and we're going to give him a hug, and then I think we are going to go and try for another baby upstairs. So it is the next morning and Jasmine is doing a test after last night's woohoos. Let's see this time if she is pregnant. Is she going to be pregnant? She's not again. So it says Jasmine has tried for a baby a few times without success. Now it might be time to have each partner's fertility checked or to consider other options if there are fertility issues. Oh my gosh, so she's getting really upset and she's quite angry, frustrated by trying for a baby failures. Why can't we seem to have a baby? And she's still quite dazed and disappointed by it. So once we have taken care of everything for the day, we'll make sure that Alexis is okay and we've done our jobs. We will go and get Jasmine tested with her fertility. And then based on her results, we'll see if Dominic needs to get tested as well. But the fact that she did woohoo twice with Thomas as well in the last episode without protection and didn't get pregnant, it might be likely that it's Jasmine who has the low fertility. So we'll have to think about what sort of options we can do. Why are you going to sit outside? On another note, this outfit is gorgeous. She looks so good with this hat. We are just feeding Alexis this morning some fruit salad. Dominic has got work very shortly, so we are just we're asking her to eat. So like, can you have some of your food today, please? And then we will potty train her. Wow, that hunger went up instantly. We will potty train her. That was really quick. Okay. And Dominic is feeling pretty fine today from wearing dry laundry. But his moodlet is quite good and he was able to get his charisma up, so he might be able to get a promotion. He hasn't filed any reports. But we'll have to see if we get any more information from Kieran's sketchy business proposal. See how his work day is, if he has a good day or if he has a tense day at work today. Interestingly, Jasmine is now having the worst day ever, so I wonder if that is an impact of the potential low fertility. We haven't yet got her tested. But I reckon she's probably got herself really frustrated and worked up about it, especially with everything that's going on with her. So with everything that's going on with her and Thomas and Dominic, she is obviously very confused, and now she's got all of this to worry about on top, and her mind is constantly rushing with thoughts. She's also got Alexis to look after, so I think the whole situation is just really infuriating, and she's got quite like a short tether anyway from being high maintenance, so I think it's really got to her, all of this. So finding out how her fertility is should hopefully give us a better reflection on what we can do to kind of help her. Jasmine has finished with all of the jobs now, so we are going to see if we can get her visit the doctor to evaluate fertility and pregnancy riskiness. So we're going to go do that instead of punching our daughter's teddy bear. She is going to go check on that. Is there anything else we can do in regards to fertility? We can purchase a fertility potion. We're going to need to send her to daycare. We're going to hire a nanny. Honestly, that is definitely more what they would do. I think we're going to hire a nanny to look after Alexis, who has, oh my gosh, iconic. Look at her. She's put more makeup on and now she's on her rocking horse. This kid is excellent. She's got so much personality already. Not Jacques Villarreal being our nanny, who is known for being evil, and I'm pretty sure he hates children. That is insane. Why is he our nanny? But yeah, he's only going to be here while we're off getting our fertility checked at the doctors. And why is he just mopping the grass? He is such a weirdo. Okay, Dominic is at work and he is getting a call from Kieran again, saying, I'm almost there in starting my company, but my pockets are running dry on simoleons, which is a lie. He has got more money than us. He's got like 3 times the amount, if not more. That you can give me an extra 1,000 to get on the finish line. So we can say, give him 1,000 simoleons. Sorry, I can't afford it, and call them out for never paying you back. We're obviously not going to do this. That will cause far too much family drama, and Jasmine would not be happy because it would cause tension and arguments. Sorry, I can't afford that. He knows that's a lie because he's bought a house. He knows how much money we've got. There's no way we've blown 50,000 simoleons already. So we're going to have to give him more money, which I can't believe it. So thanks, Dominic. I can always count on you. I actually can't believe it. But Jasmine is home now and she is looking pretty angry. And it says, I'm sorry to announce that you have low fertility. Starting a pregnancy might be a little difficult. Oh no. Jasmine can now keep track of her exact fertility under the fertility menu under family and pregnancy. Oh, bless her. Okay, so let's have a look, shall we, how her fertility is actually looking. Oh no, oh. So we can have a look under check fertility. Should we do that? And we'll see how she's actually doing. And she's really paranoid. She's worried that everyone is talking about her. It makes sense considering everything that's going on. She's probably worried about what everyone's going to think of her now. She is at 16%. Okay, so that's not the best, but it's not the worst. But she's also really sad from learning about low fertility. Jasmine wants to have children and is a little saddened to learn that she has low fertility. Bless her. But we are going to dismiss the nanny now. We don't need him. We are back home with our daughter, and I guess when yeah, they don't get along. That makes sense. I guess when Dominic gets home, we are going to have to tell him about our low fertility, which is super sad. Poor Jasmine. Alexis has got imagination 3 already. All of her other skills are at 1 and her imagination is flying. I guess she's going to be a creative kid. I mean, she's always putting makeup on and making a mess. Jasmine is still really angry. So why don't we come upstairs and read another book to Alexis, and hopefully some time with her daughter will help calm her down a little bit. And if it doesn't, we know that doing yoga is really cathartic for her, so she'll do that. But I think first of all, we're going to try seeing if spending some time with Alexis will help her, but if it makes it worse or doesn't help, we don't want to end up taking it out on Alexis. Jasmine is still super angry after reading with Alexis, so I think she's going to come downstairs and do a bit of yoga. Again, instead of punching your daughter's teddy, go do something cathartic and fun. And Alexis, why don't you go take yourself to potty? She is an independent toddler, so she is quite happy to kind of do it by herself. And it's one less thing for Jasmine to worry about, honestly. Dominic is home from work again. He is doing pretty well. He didn't get a promotion, so he probably should fill out some reports over the weekend, but it is Friday night now, so he doesn't have to worry about work. Hopefully we won't get any more calls from Kieran. But again, we're not going to tell Jasmine. We're going to kind of keep that, not necessarily a secret, but kind of hide it from her. Not tell her that her dad's been messaging us. to offer some sketchy business deals. The yoga really helped with Jasmine's mood. Even though she's stomping, she's got a smile and she's not angry anymore, which is great. We are going to come and feed Alexis now. We aren't going to go to the Spice Festival with our dad. We are going to continue doing what we need to do. How is... Of course he's playing video games. When is he not playing video games, honestly? But I suppose after the stress he's had at work, it's pretty good for him to spend some time not having to think or worry about anything. So Dominic is putting Alexis to sleep again, and once again we do need to have another conversation with Dominic and tell him about our low fertility. Jasmine, you do not need to go and watch Alexis. I don't want you to get her out of bed as she is falling to sleep. She is really tired. So yes, Dominic, once you've finished, can you please come and sit and have a chat with your wife? So we are having a deep conversation with Dominic at the moment, who is getting a phone call again. Oh my gosh, he's getting another phone call in the middle of the conversation. Okay, this changes things now because he is here with Jasmine when he is getting the phone call. So this time again, we still need to give him the money, but we're gonna have to tell Jasmine about what's happening because she's here. She can hear that he's on the phone, so he's gonna have to kind of tell her about what's happening. She's not even being able to tell him about the fertility yet. She's like, look, can we have a conversation? I need to talk to you. And then straight away the phone rings and she's heard about what's happened. So he's going to need to kind of, so he is going to tell her a dramatic story and basically fill her in on what's happening with her dad and say that he has been asking for money for this side thing and she can't believe it, but she's at the same time she's like, well, it doesn't surprise me knowing her dad, and she's quite frustrated, I think, about it, but with everything that's going on, I think she might take it out on Dominic a little bit. She's not going to mean it, but she might, they might just have a little bit of an argument. Maybe we're going to complain about money. So we're going to complain about the money that Dominic has been giving away to her father. She's like, but he's got money. Why are you giving him this? And he's like, yeah, but he's the reason I've got this job. If it weren't for him, I would have no job. We wouldn't have any income. And if he's already mad at me, who's to say he won't take the house back? She's like, yeah, but he's my dad. He wouldn't do that to me. And so Dominic is like, yeah, but you don't understand. You're not the one actually doing the job. And these are just back and forth and they can't see eye to eye on what is going on. And poor Jasmine has obviously not even been able to tell Dominic about the fertility issues that she's been having. I guess they won't be trying for a baby tonight because they are still arguing. And it seems like Jasmine lost that argument and Dominic won. So I feel like Jasmine kind of was like, look, I don't want to argue with you anymore. I've had a really rubbish day. And you know what? You do what you want. I guess it's your money, considering you're the one who's been bringing in the funds. So you do what you want. And Jasmine is just going to go and take herself to bed. She's not even going to tell him about the fertility because that phone call has basically ruined everything. And she's actually got a saddened moodlet from it, so it's disappointing to see a rift in this once strong relationship. Jasmine wishes things were different and she wonders if Dominic feels the same. So they are still deeply in love, but it is fading and Dominic hasn't really gained any sentiments from that, and now she is stomping and angry again. So poor Jasmine has kind of gone through a lot today. Not only has she found out that she's not very fertile, but she's found out her dad is being really sketchy and taking money from her and her husband, and her husband's been lying about it and tried to excuse her father, so she's quite frustrated and just going straight to bed. No try for a baby tonight for her, unfortunately. Dominic, I mean, he is still flirty, but he's pretty energized from that. I don't know why he'd be happy about winning that argument, but I suppose in his eyes, he's like, look, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what I need to for my family. And hopefully Jasmine will be able to see that this is for her and Alexis, and it's not just a selfish thing I've done. Jasmine is awake super early today. She is going to come and use the toilet. She obviously didn't try for a baby last night, so we don't have a pregnancy test to do. But by the looks of it, she's still stomping around. So she's still pretty frustrated, even though she's happy. I think she is probably still underlying. Look at that. Angry already. Worst day ever. and she's been awake for like 10 minutes. So yeah, so this argument is still playing on her mind. She's thinking about her father and about how things have happened, but she knows that she can't directly call him out on it. The only person she can kind of take her frustration out on is Dominic. So I wonder, it is Saturday, so these two are going to have to kind of discuss how things are. And obviously the first thing that Dominic does when he wakes up isn't talk to his wife. It is go onto the computer. So poor Jasmine is super, super frustrated. She's going to kind of get on with a few jobs, and then they will definitely need to discuss a few things. She's actually coming to try and calm herself down in the bathroom mirror over here because of how annoyed she is. She's like, look, he means well, it's just, you know what your dad's like, so why don't you go and apologise for the argument last night? You know he didn't mean any harm by it, and he's just trying to do his best. So we are going to come upstairs and affirm our love for Dominic and basically say, I'm really sorry for how things were handled last night. I didn't mean them personally. I was just really frustrated about my dad, and I'd had a really bad day, and I took it out on you, and I shouldn't have done that, and I do still love you. So she's coming over to apologise, and we'll see how Dominic reacts. Are you going to stop playing your games to talk to your wife? Or are you going to keep playing your games? I think he's going to keep playing his games, you know. I mean, he stopped to talk, but is he going to go back to them? Why don't you apologise as well? He's going to say, I'm really sorry for keeping it from you. I thought it was for the best, but I guess if it happens again, I will make sure to tell you everything. And she's still pretty angry and pretty saddened about it. And Dominic, you should stop playing your games while this is happening. And they've actually lost more friendship. So, I mean, he's stopped now. So why don't we come and actually tell him about our fertility and what happened yesterday and what is on our mind. Jasmine's fertility is still at 16% today, so we do need to come and have a chat with Dominic and tell him about the fertility. I believe there is an option. I just need to find it. I believe it just says talk about fertility, but I can't see it. So he is going to try and calm her down a bit because she is still pretty angry. And as he did already apologise, there's not much more we can do. We're going to talk about fertility and be like, look, how did your fertility test go yesterday? Did you find any information out about it? So Dominic is asking Jasmine about her fertility, and instantly her face is dropped and she's yelling at him. So clearly she's still really frustrated about it, and she is going to try and calm herself down again. So she has told him about the fertility, and you're not in the mirror, I don't know what's going on. But she's told him about the fertility and kind of just taken it out on him again. So I think she needs a bit of time away, honestly. She needs to not talk with Dominic right now because she's getting quite frustrated with him. So why don't you come and get some leftovers? We've got loads of food. Yeah, so Jasmine is going to maybe focus on herself a little bit. Maybe Dominic will suggest that she should take the day off. He's got the weekend off. He can spend the time with Alexis and she can take some time away. Maybe invite Sienna and Sophia out to see if they can help calm her down, because she has clearly been pent up in the house all week. And he's going to apologise and, yeah, basically just suggest that she spends a bit of time outside of the house because she's stuck in here. She's probably going stir crazy and bored. She might just need some time to herself. So even though he's suggesting, why don't you go out with Sienna and Sophia? You had a good time the other night. What about going out again? And she's like, instantly got pretty flirty from it. So I think she's thinking, you know what, this is a good idea. I'll say I'm with Sienna and Sophia again, and I'll spend a bit of time with Thomas. So Jasmine has arrived out with Thomas now, and she's going to kind of talk about how things have gone at home. She's going to tell him that there has been some drama, and she's not going to tell him everything, but say that things have been going on, and she's really frustrated. She just needed a bit of time outside of the house, away from everyone, and they've come away from the Central Park over here, so hopefully they won't be spotted. But she just wanted some time away from home, and Dominic agreed, and she's decided that she thought spending some time with Thomas would make her feel a bit better. And these two are getting all cute and close now, and she's like, I feel safe when I'm with you. I feel like I can be myself and I don't have to worry. Clearly, Thomas is also having some issues at home, which is why he's so like open and happy to spend this time with Jasmine and not Jessica. Like, it's a Saturday morning and he is agreed quite happily to come out here and spend some time with Jasmine. So things are kind of moving along, and Jasmine's gonna be like, look, I really, really like you, Thomas. You make me feel safe, you make me feel happy, and I really hope you kind of feel the same way. So we're gonna kind of see how he is. If he's on the same page, we're gonna confess our attraction. He is blowing a kiss to us and doing some funny faces as well. So, I mean, he seems very receptive to it all, and they're having an amorous exchange. And maybe we'll have a bit of a makeout. They are feeling, well, she's feeling super flirty right now. Once again, she doesn't know who she desires. She is feeling super confused again, but she's feeling really happy and a lot better now that she's out of the house and kind of away from Dominic. I think on this note, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. We've had quite a bit of drama actually with the fertility and with the phone calls from Kieran and the arguments. And now Jasmine has found safety and kind of happiness spending time away from Dominic and out with Thomas. So what does this mean we have in store for their future? We shall find out in the next episode. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone!